Hey guys, it's Jan, and today we're gonna cover blue aluminum plate. No, I'm just kidding. What we're actually gonna cover is this car right here, and that is my Super 2 FM Magnum Saber, and yeah, this is my first successful reversed FM sort of chassis. This is like I said earlier, built over the Super 2 platform, the chassis, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover the build as I go talk about it, and we're gonna go from the front to back and cover what I have and what I've built and why I chose to use some of the parts. First of all, I'm gonna start with the rollers. These are the 19mm ball race rollers, the HG ones. They grip well, and I think at some point I'm gonna like change these up. But like right now I have 6 of them. At some point I'm gonna go change these to the plastic ring rollers, because I've been hearing that they're actually faster for cornering if you switch them to the plastic rings in the back. But you want the HGs in the front so that you will have some grip. And the next part that we're going to go through is right now I have a full set of the AO620s in here on the car. You can't see it, but like you're just going to have to trust me. These are the full set of AO620s, so I guess I could let you hear it, see what it sounds like. Yep, that's the full set of the AO620s, all 4. And before I get further into the parts, I'm gonna have to tell you what the body is. Let's see. The body is the Magnum Saber, the clear body set. I think this one is one of the old ones that I have. I think I'm not sure what year it was made. I think 94 maybe older than that. The part number 15116. And let's see. This is these rollers are the 15464. And the AO620s, you should basically know them. The 94389. And let's see, the next part that I want to cover is the 38mm threaded shaft. I use this on the back because I don't like using the motor shaft. If I use a motor shaft, I've seen people lose when they lose parts, and they get disqualified for losing parts during the race. So I use these now, and I don't like losing because of losing rollers during a race. And let's see, the next piece is the carbon reinforcing plate. I actually have 4 of them in this build. There's one here at the front as the underguard, one here at the back as the the middle catch for the the body damper, and 2 more that stretch from the back to the front for the body damper setup, that sort of deal. And the next part that I'm going to go through is this front plate, the center catch, the catch where everything is hooked up to the AR wide plate, part number 95043. And I use that basically on all of my builds now because they're really good. If you want to use them as underguards, you can do that, or you could use them as the connection point for your underguards, because like you could connect the popsicle there and your 2mm like reinforcing plate here as well too. And the next pieces, I have 2 of them, the HG carbon 13 and 19 2mm plate. There's 2 of them here. One in the front and one in the back. That's where the rollers are mounted. And on the back here, I actually have the 2mm red version of it. Like I have it cut so that the back of the plate won't actually hit the sidewalls or the lane change, so that it doesn't slow down. So it's cut so that it matches the position just inward of the 19mm roller. So like we cut it off so that the holes are gone, and that's how wide it is I have. And the way this is set up, if you could tell, is that like I have it set up so that it's the long tail. the way that you normally build reversed like FM, when you build it normally, it'll be a little too a little too short on the back if you build it with the multi-roller setting stay along with the AR front plate. But the way that I have it built, I have a combination of two. This piece here, and this piece on top are both used the HC Carbon Rare Multi-Roller Setting Stay, part number 94848, and that's how I'm able to extend the position so that the brakes are all the way as far back as I possibly can. And when you do that, it fits basically snugly within the box. Like, it basically doesn't move if you see, like that. And in order for that to work, normally the rare AR wide plate that I actually have on here, it's actually too long, so it juts out a little too much. So in order for you to fix that, you have to create extra holes over here, and you need to shorten it so that you can push the the plate further in, and that makes it so that the rollers are closer to the tires. And what this all does is that it allows you to have better cornering, and basically that's it. That's basically just for cornering, really. And it does look cooler too as well, because you have your rollers right up against your tires. And the same thing here, like once you build a reversed FM chassis, basically any of them, like basically like I remember too, AR kind of like works out like this too, wherein once you build the back, the 2mm plate basically rides right up against the back tires now. And if you guys don't know how to set up the how you can actually reverse like a normal chassis, the only way to do it is to switch the polarities and like put them in the wrong direction. So like the old position where you have the the positive will now be receiving from the negative, and vice versa. So the old negative is not going to be receiving positive, and backwards. Let's see, we're going to take this off, and so I could show you guys more of the body damper. So I'm using the heavier springs now. It's easier to set up, especially when you're at the track, when you're about to race. The tighter, the looser springs take longer to adjust when you're trying to tighten them. Oh wait, before I do this, before I forget, I'm gonna go weigh it so that I don't have to put everything back together later on. Let's see. I'll show you guys how much it weighs. This is with batteries, so think about that. You're gonna have to subtract I think 37 grams from the weight, because I have the Panasonic and loop lights in here. Let's show you guys how much it weighs. Hopefully you guys can see the readout. So right now it reads 160 grams, 160.3. Subtract 37 from that, you're gonna get you can extrapolate the exact weight. Let's see. Let's do that. 160.3 minus 37 grams equals 123.3. So it'll be like 123 grams with this sort of setup, without the batteries. I'm gonna go turn that off, and then get back to what I was trying to do earlier. Remove this and get to the body damper so you guys could see how I cut it. The interesting thing about cutting the body damper build here is that like you have to create an additional hole with the way that the popsicle is built. I will explain in further detail. Hopefully I could find that washer. Good. Okay. So let me give you an example. If I could get one. Alright, this is a popsicle, a normal popsicle. And the holes only reach up to here, the two over here. Basically, this is a 19mm spot where you put the 19mm rollers. And I'll show you the way that it positions. If you put, let's say, this hole onto that spot, if the way that it sags, it's actually way too long. So what I did was I added another hole right here, and then I measured it out, so I basically balanced it out for both sides, this side and the other side. I made another hole so that it fits properly, and then you can move the body damper further back a little bit, so the way that it sits basically sits perfectly right over the batteries, and you don't have to cut anything else. And that's how I did the length of the two HG popsicles that I have here. And I have another one, of course, here to reinforce the back so that it doesn't swing. This is an FRP rare wide plate. I don't remember the exact part number. I'm going to look it up and then put it on the video. And then this is the AR carbon wide, no, not wide, but the side mass damper mounts. I don't remember off the exact model number of it from the top of my head, but like I'll put it on the video, you guys will see that. So that's how it's built. And I have, you know, just regular mass dampers here, the cylinder, and then the bowl type, and then the cylinder here. That's probably one of the reasons why it's kind of heavy. I kind of want to switch this to just the pancake shaped ones. And there you go, guys. This is the build. And then oh, and of course I'm running the carbon Super 2. It's stiffer than the regular S2, and it's not that much heavier. I think, if I remember correctly, somebody told me that's not even a gram heavier than the normal S2. And if you notice the way that I have the terminals, this is a positive and this is a negative naturally, but if you want to do FM, you have to cut the spaces around the terminal over here so that the battery will contact properly. So you cut a little bit of the plastic off so that there's room for it to get in, and around the catch here on the side, on the what do you call it, the front, the old front, you have to trim a little bit of the edge so that the battery will sit like flush, right, like this. And here, let's put this on. And then the terminal too. The terminal, you have to bend a little bit so that it contacts easily. If you don't bend it, it won't be able to reach the back of this battery, the negative. It won't be able to reach that, so you have to bend it. And let's put this back. And this is I use a Super 1 battery catch because it's lighter than the Super 2. Here, let's see what gear I have. Okay, I have 3.5 to 1, and I have the ball bearings in there too. Let's see, and I have a Hyper Dash 2 in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this back, and we're gonna test it at the track in a little bit. So I'm gonna do one clean run, hopefully. Woo! There you go. 3 laps. Woo! Caught it. Good. 4 laps.